I'm on campus right now, and I am heading to a lecture that our advisor for Harry Potter Alliance is throwing. And I'll show you some video now.
Failures are essential if we learn from them. J.K. Rowling said when she was at Harvard, and I love what she said here, I found that even though I failed, I was still alive. What a novel concept. She said, I found that failures taught me things about myself I didn't know. I had a strong will. I had discipline. I could survive. I could land on my feet. And I could go forward. What a marvelous thing to learn from failure. And it didn't cost a cent. Not 1 cent.
You know, after hearing that portion of the failures that you have in life and what you can actually learn from them, I didn't even start looking back at what I had done in my life, at least at all those like negative spots, because apparently that when you have failures in life, you kind of concentrate on not doing those again, or not really focusing on them as much because they do have that negative like pull on your life, and you don't really pay attention how do you pull yourselves out of them and what you actually learn from these failures. And when Dr. Claus actually spoke about how, or at least how when he quoted J.K. Rowling and all her failures helped her mirror how she got to where she is today, it makes you want to wonder, what kind of failures do we all have that we don't pay attention to, or at least we don't really learn from, because we're so focused and entwined into the negative feelings of those failures rather than the positive aspects or the positive outcomes of what those failures can really bring. In the doobly-doo, go ahead and comment on some failures that you've probably had in your life, and maybe kind of put like 1 or 2 tidbits about how do you think that those failures have actually impacted your life in a positive way.
I stands for imagination. Do you remember, as kids, how goofy you were? Yes. Some of you still are. Write those people down. When we were 5 and 6, we used to ask all kinds of questions. Drove everybody nuts. Did you ever have imaginary friends? How many of you had imaginary friends? Some of you still do. I see it in class. Imagine, we had goofy stuff. We dressed goofy. We did goofy. We imagined all kinds of things. What happened? What happened along the way? What? You all wanted to get so grown up, so quick. And you're all grown up. And I read on Facebook, I'm bored. As the semester's ending, I've had it. I'm up to here. I can't wait for the semester to be over. 1 week and it's into the break. I'm bored. Imagination. Did you ever look at MacGyver? Drives you nuts. You ever feel like an idiot? How can anybody put together something with duct tape, a flashlight bulb, a screwdriver, and a carrot? I mean, you look at that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What is wrong with you people? Teenage, who makes this stuff up? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I mean, did you ever thought of putting those words together? I was going out of Miami-Dade the other day, and I heard this unbelievable argument. Well, a white unicorn can kill a zombie. And I'm at the elevators. I said, no, what about a gold unicorn? What about a black unicorn? And then they're talking about black unicorns, gold unicorns, white unicorns, who can kill a zombie, and then they got to fight about it. I'm thinking, what's on this? Unicorns and zombies. And then I thought, how cool. How really cool it is that people still are thinking, imagining, doing goofy stuff. And then I thought, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. Did any of you ever read that one?
Yes.
Yes! It was better than Jane Austen. I didn't say that. I got fired.
What an amazing advisor, or Harry Potter Alliance chapter down here. in Miami. I mean, having a person like that and be able to just, I guess, promote and motivate and inspire like goofy thinking and creative thoughts, and just having people go out there and be kids again. Yeah, go ahead and put in the doobly-doo what you would think would win in a fight, either white unicorns, black unicorns, gold unicorns, or zombies. So I'll see you tomorrow, Haley.